What's up, guys? So we've got another Alliance for a video. This is against the 6th Deadly Sin, Vulture. And at my alliance, some of my guys already are in there. I'm just gonna scout out the path. First thing I see is we got a 4-star tech on the Note 24, and we got a Hyperion mini boss. So I was about to take Void, but since it's a 4-star, I'm thinking I can take this. So as you guys know, this is my usual team: Stark, Blade, Magic. Alright, so take my usual path 6. And the first is a science, and I know this is an unblockable special 1 node, so I'm going to be taking Stark Spider-Man. And so I noticed he doesn't have a 4-star in his profile. He's got Limber, so just gotta watch out with the parries, not overuse them. Alright, so I'm thinking this is Spider-Man. It is Spider-Man, but it's Miles Morales Spider-Man. So the thing with Miles is that his evade, each stack, I'm guessing it's additive, so let's say it's 5% per stack. So it's 25%, and since it's additive, the last few percents are really hard to get them out of the way. That's what usually trips people up, is that evade that you don't really see coming. And as you saw there, I guess Miles Morales SP1 is completely blockable, because I didn't see the SP1 coming, and so I just blocked the hit. Alright, so next up we got the Unstunnable node and enhanced abilities, and no one really comes to mind that would be hard as a tech champion. Maybe Yondu. So I'm gonna go in with Blade, because if I lose some health, I could just use a good regen, and it turns out to be Doc Ock. So not too bad. The only annoying thing about Doc Ock is that his animations are pretty funky. It's probably, honestly, one of the more annoying fights. Just because it's heavy animation, it trips you up sometimes, and for some reason it's really hard for me to bait an SP1. I don't really know why it is, but yeah, just throw the SP1, finish the fight. Alright, on to the next one, the infamous Note 24. Alright, so I'm thinking it's gotta be an Ultron, or it's gotta be a Green Goblin. I don't see any 4-stars on his profile, so guys, it ends up being a Green Goblin. And so, alright, cool, I'll just charge out my poises. Alright, so as you can see, the buffet is going to work. I haven't landed any hits on him, so it doesn't really matter at this point. And here, I didn't have to evade again, but I did it just so I can have a couple seconds where I knew that buffet wasn't gonna activate. And check this out, guys. I didn't realize how insane Green Goblin was on this Note 24. So I did get clipped there, but not really a big deal. Only hit me twice, but yeah, I had him about halfway, and now he's basically at full health. And here's where I'm landing the big hits, and he was regenning a lot, but since I am running some despair, it's not as bad. Alright, couple hits, and Green Goblin is down. Alright, so on to my next node. So this is a skill champion with let's see. So just scouting out the path because I am the battle group officer. So I tell people where to go and who takes who. Alright, on to the next fights. And we've got a 4-star skill champion. Power start 1, power gain. I'm thinking this might be a kingpin. I'm not really sure. So, best case scenario, I'm gonna take Stark Spidey. Just try and finish the fight relatively fast. And actually, it turns out to be a Black Widow. And I'm like, alright, not a big deal. Power gain actually helps me because I don't have to block as much if she gets to 1 bar of power. Alright, she throws her special, and so I'm laying into her 5 hits, and she's already almost down. And another 2 hits, and we're good. Alright, so on to the next fight. This next fight is the Power Shield node. So 400% damage, or you only do damage on special attacks. It's another skill with unblockable special too, so I'm thinking, alright, this one has to be a kingpin. Alright, so I'm trying to see who I should take, just because I'm not sure if I should use Stark or Magic on that Hyperion boss, or mini boss. So I go with Stark, and it turns out to be a blade. So I do trip up here, where he throws his heavy, and instead of evading, I just take it. Another thing is that Stark Spidey, he can punish some specials that normally you can't punish. Yeah, Blades isn't one of them. So I got pretty lucky that he didn't counter me. But here on this next come up, I parry, 2 hits, special attack, and watch. And took him down. Alright, on to the next fight. And this fight is a poison node. It's a 5-star. So I already know it's not Abomination. I'm thinking this might be a Spider-Man, but I see his profile and he's got a void there, so I'm hoping this is a void. And it comes out to be Rhino. So I just want you guys to check this fight out. Yeah, just massacred that Rhino. I couldn't be any happier with that fight. I barely lost any health. Took him down just a couple combos. Alright, so on to my next fight, and this one is I'm gonna be taking down this Hyperion. My alliance mate gave me a taxi, energy taxi ride to Hyperion. And I'm thinking, like, I'm kind of nervous because this is a 5-star Hyperion with 70% increased buff duration compared to the 4-star, which has 50% or roughly so. Plus Plagued Mind and Kinetic Reactor. Hyperion's kind of scary here. Alright, but in the end I do go in with Magic. And I'm thinking, alright, gotta get my parries off because I have, I believe, a point or 2 into the Petrify Mastery. And this Hyperion's actually playing really nice, so I'm really happy that he was just throwing his specials. And I'm looking at the timer, and so I got to get a special 2 before it runs out, and luckily I do. and so far everything's fine. I'm pretty sure this, like, well, at this point I was like, alright, this fight's mine. At this point, I had 20% battery. I literally almost pooped myself. I was thinking I'm gonna lag and I'm gonna die. But luckily, the phone didn't lag. Alright, and Hyperion's down. Alright, and so this next fight is actually Art of Chaos. So he's a guy in my lines, and he asked, hey, can I take down the Medusa? And so yeah, sure, why not, man, go for it. So he goes in with Mephisto, and actually I learned something new. So as you guys can see, Soul Imprisonment is up on Medusa, so she cannot gain any Fury buffs or any kind of buffs while Soul Imprisonment is up. Alright, so you see the Soul Imprisonment is over, Physical Resist pops up, which is part of the boss node, and the Energy Resist as well. Later on, he throws his special 3 once he has 2 bars of power, so he can get that permanent, the permanent aura. Alright, so here's the permanent aura, and what you guys may have noticed is that Medusa is no longer getting Fury buffs. And so what I think is happening is that it's kind of like the same situation as with Mordo, where if you Fate Seal when he's about to get the power gain again, then it just breaks the cycle and he can't get the power gain. So in this case, Medusa can't get her Fury buffs, basically making her I wouldn't say like a free node, but if you go with Mephisto, it's not really a hard fight. Just gotta find your openings and don't have to really worry about auto block. So shout out to Art of Chaos for sending this video over. I told him, because when he asked, I told him, yeah, you can take down the boss. You gotta record it though. So I mean, he got hit a couple times, but he was probably nervous, especially because our alliance is focusing so much on war that there's a lot of pressure in every fight, and having to record it, wanting to perform your best, I completely understand. But either way, he did an excellent job. Didn't actually give them a kill, except he does time out, because this is a rank 5 Medusa and he's using a rank 4 Mephisto. Alright guys, so as far as my participation, it was just the Hyperion boss or mini boss, and then my part is over. Let me know if you want to, if you care for the boss action, in case someone else wants to record it. I can send it through. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you like to see the boss fights, or if you just want to see, if you don't care too much for it. Alright, so he finishes up fight with an SP2. Nice job, Art of Chaos. Giving them only one death to this boss due to a timeout. And they ask us how. One guy says Hail Hydra, and so I'm like, Hail Hydra? Oh hell no. And then so we finish, and the guys ask, how do you guys got so many kills? And I say, easy, you just stress out all your guys and tell them not to die. Anyways, here are the stats. We did end up winning, and these guys are monsters. So we ended up only having 12 deaths. In my battle group, I think it was 4, but two of them were timeouts, I believe. One was an actual death, and I don't know where the other one came from, but either way, these guys did phenomenal. So shout out to these guys, and Art of Chaos for sending over that Medusa boss kill. Thanks again guys for watching, and I'm pretty content with the alliance going hard, and these guys are killing the game. Peace.